Tonight, 7 new players take center stage for their chance to win $777,000.
I would like to answer the question.
New Zealand.
Uma Thurman.
The Sopranos.
With so much at stake,
Will you help me?
who will handle the pressure?
I'm just playing.
And now, Studio 7.
Good evening, and welcome to Studio 7. You're about to be examined in a sequence of rounds that will explore your command of contemporary knowledge and your powers of memorization and recall. Tonight's winner will be the one who remains the coolest, calmest, and competes most strategically under tremendous pressure. Each of you wears a silver ring around your neck, a single ring from a chain which connects each of you to each other. At a critical moment tonight, you may remove that ring in order to ask one of your fellow players for help.
Help me.
From all over the country, the 7 of you have come to New York City. You've lived in luxury with your opponents for 1 week. You've studied intensely, you've formed friendships and rivalries, and I'm sure you think you've figured each other out. But remember, only the last player standing wins $77,000. And whatever alliances you might have made, when it comes down to money, who can you truly trust? To your pods. The game will be played in 6 rounds. The first 3 rounds will test your command of contemporary knowledge, the news, politics, sports, and popular culture of the 21st century, the year 2004, and the last 30 days. The few of you who advance to rounds 4, 5, and 6 will then have to prove your mastery of the specialized subject, the Memorization Challenge, and the most recent events, the events of the last 7 days. But first, you have to make it through round 1, in which we test your knowledge of the 21st century. The order to this round has been randomly determined. Player number 5, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Your name?
C.K. Sweat.
Age?
22.
Place of residence?
Sacramento, California. I've been reading constantly since I was a child. I remember driving home late night and catching the reflection from cars behind me just so I could catch a few more words, a little bit of a story. I've just always surrounded myself with words. Gosh, I want to win. I want to win $77,000.
CK, director Roman Polanski won the Best Director Oscar in 2003 for which film?
I would like to answer the question. The Pianist.
Player number 4, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
It was weird going to Catholic school and being Iranian. I'm very worried about being stereotyped as that because there's a lot more to me. I just graduated from Northwestern University as a theater major, and I'm going to go out to New York and try and be an actor. I have no money. I don't know what to do.
Sheila, what was the name of the space shuttle that met a tragic end in February 2003, breaking up in the atmosphere over Texas?
I would like to answer the question. Columbia.
Player number 1, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
I live on a farm outside of Richmond. This is very country. This is about as country as it gets. I may appear some dumb southern kid that doesn't know left from right. The fact is, I've gotten a pretty good education. I'm pretty confident with everything I've learned over the years, and I'm hopefully going to use all that knowledge to my advantage and win.
Austin, in 2003, the U.S. Supreme Court refused to stop a lawsuit against what hip-hop duo over the use of Rosa Parks' name in the title of a 1998 song?
I would like to answer the question. Outkast.
Player number 7, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
The good thing about me is I have street smarts and I have also knowledge from school, and that's a good combination to have. Not everybody from the Bronx is a gangbanger. I'm going in there talking about I'm gonna win, and if I don't win, I'm gonna be real pissed. I'm not really here to make friends, I'm here to win 77 G's. That's what I'm all about right now.
Greg, in January 2000, which discount airline opened for business, featuring new planes with satellite TV at every seat, but no meal service?
I'm just playing. I'm gonna answer the question. I'll answer it. JetBlue.
Player number 2, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
I'm from Chicago originally. I went to NYU. Some of my friends now, they either like me and they find me fun and warm, or they find me kind of like neurotic. I don't really have my own place. My bed comes out of the wall. I would like a new oven that has a knob where I can actually see what temperature it's on. $77,000 is a lot of money.
Carolyn, in 2000, what actress raised eyebrows by sharing an intimate kiss with her brother after winning an Academy Award for her performance in Girl Interrupted?
I would like to answer the question. Angelina Jolie.
Player number 3, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
I'm from a small town right outside New York City. I go to Loyola College in Maryland. I'm definitely not part of the athlete group. So hope that I'm not part of the nerds. $77,000 sounds mighty, mighty fine. There was a time where I couldn't even get $77 this year.
Tom, in August 2000, Ford and the Bridgestone Firestone Company announced the product recall of millions of which defective car part?
I would like to answer the question. Tires.
Player number 6, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
I'm British and I'm an American. I was born in Cambridge, England. At 10, I moved to Southern California and then went out east to UPenn for college. If somebody comes there and they see me as British and white and went to an Ivy League school and that's the box they want to put me in, that's fine.
Alice, in 2002, a painting from what French impressionist's Water Lilies series sold for just over $20 million?
Goodness, I can't believe I don't know this. Okay, I think I'm going to ask for help. I don't really trust anyone to keep an alliance or to give me an answer.
Everybody is running a strategy.
Right now, I am planning on answering questions from people.
I wasn't planning on helping anyone, because if you help someone, they owe you.
People change tactics in life every day to get what they want.
Who would you like to ask for help?
I'd like to ask Carolyn.
Please remove your ring and toss it into the pool of the 7.
Carolyn, will you help me?
Yes. I'm pretty sure the answer is Monet, Claude Monet.
I'd like to say thank you, and I'd like to answer the question. Monet.
CK, in 2001, what newsman appeared as the first guest on The Late Show with David Letterman after the September 11th attacks?
I'd like to ask for help on that one.
Who'd you like to ask for help?
I'd like to ask Alice for help.
Please remove your silver ring and toss it into the pool of the 7.
Alice, I'd like to ask for your help. Could you help me?
I will try my hardest. CK, I believe it's Tom Brokaw, but I can't be 100% sure. About 70.
That was my only guess, but I would like to answer the question. Tom Brokaw.
CK, that's incorrect. Dan Rather might have been a good guess. That's the correct answer. Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate.
I think there's a big possibility that Alice knew that answer.
I was the first one out, and I just knew I was in trouble.
In this round, we'll proceed until 2 of you have answered incorrectly and taken your places on the block. And the remaining 5 competitors will decide who stays and who goes. Sheila, in May 2003, former New Jersey Governor Christie Whitman resigned as head of what government agency?
I know I heard it, but I'm not going to remember it. I would like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
I'd like to ask Tom for help.
Sheila, please remove your ring and toss it into the pool of the 7.
Well,
Tom, please help me.
she was the Department of Environment.
The Department of Environment? Thank
or
you so much.
Something to that effect.
Or something to that effect. Thank you so much. I would like to answer the question. The Department of Environment.
Sheila, the answer is incorrect. The correct answer was either the Environmental Protection Agency or we would have accepted the EPA. Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate. So 2 players, CK and Sheila, have failed to answer their questions correctly. It's now down to you, the remaining 5 players, to decide who stays and who goes. Alice, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Who do you want to eliminate from contention for the guaranteed $77,000 prize that will be presented to just one of you at the end of the evening? You look directly at your fellow players. Tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
CK, I cannot in good conscience vote against you because I feel responsible for your placement there. So I'm afraid I've voted you off, Sheila, and I'm sorry.
Tom, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
First off, I would like to apologize, Sheila. I didn't do that intentionally, but CK, you're a smart guy. You're a weird guy. But most importantly, you're a smart guy. I voted you off, CK.
Carolyn, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
My answer for who I'm voting off is twofold. 1 is fear, and 2 is girl power. I'm sorry, CK, I have to say goodbye.
Thank you, Carolyn. Austin, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
Well, Sheila, I've been very intrigued by you all week, but, you know, I think you have hid your intelligence fairly well, and that's a terrific strategy to take, and I admire that. But CK, you're the strongest competitor, and I voted you off.
CK, with 3 votes against you, you're eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation. Sheila, you may return to your pod and rejoin your fellow competitors.
CK is just such a good-hearted person, but I knew most of the players saw him as more of a threat.
It was a question which I did not choke on. It just wasn't something I knew.
I think everybody knew that CK would be out once he got to the block, and I think CK knew that the most.
Austin's a really smart guy. Kind of ganging up on Austin.
And I feel bad because I've been teasing him a bit.
I used the bathroom.
I know, I'm just keeping tabs. Austin has no intention of leaving here without that money.
I'll take the label geek any day if it means I can win that much money.
I could just eat that boy up.
Studio 7 is brought to you in part by Kohl's Department Stores.
And now there are 6 of you.
The game is tough. The mental anguish that goes on, the strategy, the memorization, the amount of studying.
People were kind of losing it.
We're in this apartment all day. People are totally going stir-crazy. We haven't been out of the house yet today.
This is like Lord of the Flies right now. It was kind of seemed like a mental institution for a little bit.
Carolyn's not here anymore. This is her alter ego, Miranda.
Can we get some Prozac?
Get me out.
Greg, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. The first round tested your knowledge of the 21st century. Now the next round will test your knowledge of the events of just this year, 2004. Greg, in a March 2004 interview on 2020, actor Ethan Hawke discussed the end of his 5-year marriage to what actress?
Greg has been very secretive about his studying.
My strategy right now is just to lay low on the radar.
He pretty much like keeps it cool like all the time.
I'm not trying to stand out, because if I stand out, they see me as a threat.
I'm not really sure, but I feel like I need this so bad that I gotta take a guess. I can't give this up.
Would you like to
I
answer?
would like to answer the question. Uma Thurman.
Tom, a series of lawsuits and countersuits begun in May has threatened the business relationship between Amazon.com and what giant toy retailer?
I would like to answer the question. KB.
Tom, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Toys R Us is the correct answer. Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate. Alice, in April 2004, what rap trio released the single Check It Out off their To the Five Boroughs album?
I'd like to answer the question. The Beastie Boys.
You a Beastie Boys fan like me?
Very much so.
Who's your favorite?
Actually, I like Mix Master Mike.
Yeah, Ad-Rock's my guy.
I wouldn't have figured you for that.
Carolyn, in May of this year, Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld visited what infamous Iraqi detention center around which the prisoner abuse scandal has centered?
I know the answer to this, and I'm not going to mispronounce it like Bush does. I would like to answer the question, Abu Ghraib.
Austin, in February, what daytime Emmy-winning comedian married her longtime girlfriend, Kelly Carpenter, in San Francisco?
Okay. I believe I know the answer, and I think she's come back recently, and she's quite funny. I'm going to answer the question, Ellen DeGeneres.
Austin, that's incorrect. It's a relatively narrow field, but the correct Emmy-winning comedian is Rosie O'Donnell. Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate. Two players have failed to answer their questions correctly. It's now down to the remaining four to decide who stays and who goes. I heard a reference earlier to girl power. I guess it's not an issue here with two men on the block this time. Greg, please exit your pod and approach the microphone.
Tom loves the fact that we're all worried about Austin.
I think that nobody has Austin's back.
If Austin is on the block, he's gone.
Tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
Tom, 2 days ago, I would have probably voted out Austin. But last night, you showed me how much you know. I see you as a threat, and I'm sorry, but Tom, I'm voting for you to leave the game.
Carolyn, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
Austin, he's just a genius. I'm voting off Austin.
Sheila, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
Tom, thank you for helping me with that question. No, seriously, thank you, because a lot of people could have just not given it. So I'm sorry, but I voted you off, Austin.
If the next vote's against Austin, he'll leave the game with that ring. Alice?
Here we go. The bottom line is, Austin, you are way too good. And so I have to take this opportunity, and I have voted you off.
Austin, you've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation. Tom, you may return to your pod and rejoin your fellow competitors.
I heard the ding. I was just shattered. I didn't know what to say.
I couldn't be happier when Austin got out.
I thought it was URI for sure. I really did.
I think it's going to involve a lot of coffee and a lot of concentration.
This kind of alliance is going on, and I'm not really part of it.
Everybody's a factor. Nobody's a non-factor.
There hasn't been a female winner yet.
Girl power, seriously.
And now there are just 5 of you.
This competition is about one thing and one thing only. I know, the winning. What are you talking about?
I think there are some unspoken alliances.
I think all 3 of us girls are slowly warming up to each other.
We need to team up on sports.
Every girl you're going to have in this competition is going to have sat in classrooms where they're like in AP physics like me and the only girl in it. So I'm sick of it.
We want a girl to win. Girl power.
Get ready.
Carolyn, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. We've tested your knowledge of the 21st century and the year 2004. Now we're going to narrow our focus to more recent events in the world of news, entertainment, sports, and popular culture. The events of the last 30 days. Carolyn, on June 24th, what internet giant announced it would purchase advertising.com for $435 million?
I should know this because I just started working in advertising, but I really have no idea, so I would like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
I would like to ask Alice for help.
Please remove your ring and toss it into the pool of the 7.
Please know it. Yes, you know it. I think I know it. My first gut instinct was Yahoo, because I think I read the story, but then I thought maybe it was Amazon. But I think it's Yahoo, and that is what I would answer, but I did scrap CK, so I don't know.
What percentage?
Like, I'm so stressed. Okay, 70.
But maybe Amazon.
There's a chance, but I would go with Yahoo.
Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome, babe.
So I would like to answer the question. Amazon.
Well, you're right about one thing. It wasn't Yahoo. It was AOL.
Oh, God.
Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate. Greg, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Greg, on June 12th, the funeral was held for 97-year-old Alberta Martin. She's the last known widow of any soldier who fought in what war, which ended almost 140 years ago.
I'm going to use this to ask Sheila for help.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
What's up?
Hi. I'm pretty sure I know the answer. I think it's the Civil War.
I'm going to answer the question and say the Civil War.
Sheila, on June 28, scientists released a 12-year study that suggests global warming is reducing the world's ability to grow what staple grain?
Staple grain, global warming, the world's ability, not the U.S.'s. Okay. I would like to answer the question. Rice.
Alice, on Thursday, June 24th, NASA recalled astronauts from a spacewalk because they detected what element leaking from one of the astronauts' suits?
Right. Astronaut suit. Nitrogen, oxygen. No ring left. I'd like to answer the question. Oxygen.
Tom, in June, diplomats from India and Pakistan agreed to resume peace talks to discuss what disputed border region?
I really don't know. Gonna have to go with the name that pops in my head. I would like to answer the question. Kandahar.
Kashmir was the correct answer. Tom, you know the block.
Yeah.
We've got 2 players on the block. Time for another decision. Sheila, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Who do you want to get rid of in order to improve your chances at $77,000? Sheila, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
This was actually very difficult for me. I have 8 words for Carolyn. Thank God you used the words girl power. I'm sorry, Tom, I voted you off.
1 vote against Tom. Greg.
I know that if I keep you in the game, you're going to beat me. And you know there's no hard feelings. Tom, I'm voting for you to leave the game.
Tom, you've been eliminated from the game.
Yeah.
Thank you for your participation. Carolyn, the girl power thing may come into play here. Please rejoin your fellow competitors.
With CK gone, Austin gone, me on the block, it just kind of seemed like this is the perfect situation for them to just take over.
There was no way that they were going to let Tom stay in the game.
How's it going, guys?
Can't stand the fact that these guys are in here and they think we're a non-factor.
Spice Girls, girl power wins again.
And now there are just 4 of you. One of you takes home $77,000 tonight. The next round will test your knowledge of the specialized subject that was assigned to you at the beginning of the week. You've been given materials on the subject of the 1990 film Goodfellas, from the cast and crew involved in its production to the background and history of the film itself.
Hello, Studio 7. I would just like to say that me and my flatmates are quizzing each other at 2 in the morning on Goodfellas.
Alice, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. This is a single elimination round. It will take just 1 wrong answer this time. The first of you to make a mistake will be eliminated from the game, so beware. Alice Lorraine Bracco, who portrays Karen Hill in Goodfellas, has a role as Jennifer Melfi on what television series?
I'd like to answer the question. The Sopranos.
Sheila, although Martin Scorsese was born in Flushing, the director moved as a child to what part of Manhattan?
I would like to answer the question. Lower East Side or Little Italy.
Carolyn, which performer's version of Rags to Riches is the first song heard at the beginning of Goodfellas?
I would like to answer the question. Tony Bennett.
Greg, what was Robert De Niro's character's name in Goodfellas?
I have no idea, and my friends at home are going to beat out of me, because I should know this. I would like to answer the question. I just want to say congratulations to these girls right here, because they deserve to be here. And that's it.
The correct answer was Jimmy Conway. Greg, you've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
When I got the question, I just blanked out.
CK, Tom, and Austin must have been going berserk in the back room.
Those girls are vicious.
With the 3 of them sitting there and us sitting on that stage. I mean, it's like a worst case scenario for them.
Kicked our ass.
I can beat everyone on memorization.
There's so many other things that I have to memorize that I haven't even gotten to.
I've been cramming. I'm worried about a brain overload.
Asparagus, baked beans, beef tongue, bologna.
All I can think is Cookie Jarvis. Cookie Jarvis.
Yo, this is impossible.
This is impossible.
This is impossible.
This is impossible.
And yo,
This is impossible.
And now there are just 3 of you left in the game. One of you is going to win $77,000. The next round will test your ability to recall under intense pressure the memorization assignment that was given to you at the beginning of the week. It is a list of selected international competitive eating records. At the end of this round, the 2 of you who do the best will advance to the final round to play for $77,000. The player who does the worst will be eliminated. Carolyn, you've been selected to go first. Sheila and Alice, please follow the security officer to isolation.
I really, 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 really hope that I can pull a rabbit out of a hat and at least get to the final.
Austin, how many chicken wings will she eat and how much time?
The theory is that it's very unlikely that all 3 are going to know all of it.
Cannolis. Don't tell me, I know
You already said it.
Take your time and get all of it right. Don't worry about speed.
But I don't think that's what's going to be telling. I think what's going to be telling is who can deal with the pressure and being able to deliver.
Carolyn, the assignment has 135 elements. If you get just one element incorrect or out of sequence, your turn will be over. Any questions? Your time starts now.
Asparagus, Sonia Thomas, 5.75 pounds in 10 minutes. Baked beans, Donald Lerman, 6 pounds in 1 minute 48 seconds. Beef tongue, Dominic Cardo, 3 pounds 3 ounces in 12 minutes. Bologna, Alan Goldstein, 2.41 pounds in 6 minutes. Buffet, Crazy Legs Conti, 5.5 pounds in 12 minutes. Burritos, Eric Booker, 15 in 8 minutes. Butter, Donald Lerman, 7 sticks in 5 minutes. Cabbage, Charles Hardy, 6 pounds 9 ounces in 9 minutes. Candy bars, Eric Booker, 2 pounds in 6 minutes. Cannoli, Cookie Jarvis, 21 in 6 minutes. Cheesecake, Sonia Thomas, 11 pounds in 9 minutes. Chicken fingers, Cookie Jarvis, 2 pounds 2.5 ounces in 5 minutes. Buffalo chicken wings, Cookie Jarvis, 94 in 12 minutes. Chicken fried steak, Cookie Jarvis, 11 ounces in 9 minutes.
Chili, Richard Lefebvre, 1.5 gallons in 10 minutes. Conch fritters, Joe Manchetti, 45 in 6 minutes. Corn dogs, Richard Lefebvre, 12 in 10 minutes. Corned beef hash, Eric Booker, 4 pounds in 1 minute 58 seconds. Cow brains, Takeru Kobayashi, 57 in 15 minutes. Crawfish, Chris Hendricks, 331 in 12 minutes. Donuts, Eric Booker, 49 in 8 minutes. Chinese dumplings, Cookie Jarvis, 91 in 8 minutes. Hard-boiled eggs, Sonia Thomas, 65 in 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Fruitcake, Sonia Thomas, 4 pounds, 14.25 ounces in 10 minutes. Ham and potatoes, Cookie Jarvis, 6 pounds in 12 minutes. Quarter-pound hamburgers, Donald Lerman, 11.25 in 10 minutes. Hot dogs with buns, Takeru Kobayashi, 53.5 in 15 minutes.
Vanilla ice cream, Cookie Jarvis, 1 gallon, 9 ounces in 12 minutes. Jambalaya, Sonia Thomas, 9 pounds in 10 minutes. Matzo balls, Eric Booker, 21 in 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Mayonnaise, Oleg Zornitsky, 4 32-ounce jars in 8 minutes. Uh-oh.
Alice, the copy you were provided read 4 32-ounce bowls in 8 minutes. This was a tough assignment. You all did very well. Congratulations on that. Unfortunately, none of you completed the assignment. Sheila, I guess you know you made a big mistake by giving the incorrect time interval in that question. And Alice, that was a critical error. Fortunately for you, it came at the 92nd element. Sheila had 80 and a half elements. Carolyn, you had only 41 and a half. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
I was great with the names and the food, and the numbers just killed me. I'm not a numbers person. I should have taken my time.
Alice really wants to win.
I think my chances are really, really good, so I'm going to knuckle down and win this.
I already feel this, like, getting to me.
I put no limits on Sheila. Honestly, the girl could take it and it would be fantastic, because if I don't win, I want a girl to win.
And now there are just 2 of you left in the game. One of you is about to win $77,000. The other will leave with nothing. Contained within this envelope are questions that cover the most recent events in the world of news, entertainment, sports, and popular culture. The events of the last 7 days. This round is a straight race against the clock. The one of you who is able to answer 7 of these questions correctly in the fastest time will be the winner.
I think nerves are going to play a huge part into this game. It's hard under the lights and the pressure, and like I just don't want to like start sobbing on stage if I get upset.
Sheila, I think, has played the game better than anyone. She knows everything, but has been very, very low-key.
Yeah, I definitely play the low-key card.
And it just all came out. It just clicked that Sheila's got this stuff, and no one realizes that.
Alice, as the winner of round 5, you may elect to go first or second.
I'd like to go first.
Sheila, please follow the security officer to isolation backstage. Alice, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Alice, unlike previous rounds, you may pass at any time, but once you pass, you may not return to a question. You may elect either to give an answer or say pass, but I will not move on to the next question until I hear one of these options. Miss Kelly is going to count your correct answers aloud. The clock will stop when you reach 7. Any questions?
No.
Your time will start now. July 2nd marked the 40th anniversary of the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964. Name the U.S. president who signed it into law.
JFK.
Wrong.
On July 7th, officials warned citizens that severe drought has forced aggressive kangaroos to push into the suburbs of Canberra, the capital of what country?
Pass.
On July 1st, what lieutenant general stepped down as the top U.S. commander in Iraq amid questions about his role in the Abu Ghraib?
Wrong.
Released on July 2nd, the film De Lovely stars actor Kevin Kline. The Tour de France, the grueling multi-week cycling race that began July 3rd, actually started its course this year in what neighboring country?
Germany.
Wrong.
On July 6th, Democratic presidential hopeful John Kerry selected which of his Senate colleagues to be his running mate in the...
2.
On July 2nd, at the end of a security conference of foreign ministers, Colin Powell sang what song at the meeting's traditional...
3.
On July 4th, what country stunned the soccer world by beating Portugal and winning...
4.
On July 6th, USA Today reported that in order to cut labor costs, what airline will ask its pilots for more than $1 billion a year? On July 6th, the Archdiocese of what city was forced to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy due to the steep costs of sex abuse? On July 1st, which comedian and 80s sitcom star publicly derided the black community, saying...
5.
The Richard Linklater-directed film Before Sunset, which opened in theaters July 2nd...
Wrong.
On July 7th, several people were trampled as a result of the running of the bulls.
6.
On July 1st, a group of legislators penned a letter to Kofi Annan requesting that what organization help monitor the November 2nd U.S. presidential election? On July 6th, it was announced that out of sensitivity to their current situation, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen's advertisements for what?
Stop.
Alice, for your 7 answers, you've recorded a time of 1 minute, 41 seconds, 67 100ths. Please return to your pod. Okay, Sheila, do you understand the rules?
Yes, I do.
Alice has recorded a time in her round. We're now going to count down from that time to play your round. If you answer 7 questions correctly before you hear the bell, that means you've won the game. If, however, you hear the bell before you've reached 7, then you know that Alice is the winner. Any questions?
No.
Your time will start now. July 2nd marked the 40th anniversary of the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964. Name the U.S. president who signed it into law.
Roosevelt. Wrong.
On July 7th, officials warned citizens that severe drought has forced aggressive kangaroos to push into the suburbs of Canberra, the capital of what country?
New Zealand. Wrong.
On July 1st, what lieutenant general stepped down as the top U.S. commander in Iraq amid questions?
1.
Released on July 2nd, the film De Lovely stars actor Kevin Kline portraying
Ashley
what?
Judd. Wrong.
The Tour de France, the grueling multi-week cycling race that began July 3rd, actually started its course this year in what neighboring country?
Belgium. 2.
On July 6th, Democratic presidential hopeful John Kerry selected which of his Senate colleagues to be his running mate in the upcoming election?
John Edwards. 3.
On July 2nd, at the end of a security conference of foreign ministers, Colin Powell sang what song at the meeting's traditional after-dinner show?
Love, not war. Wrong.
On July 4th, what country stunned the soccer world by beating Portugal?
Greece.
And
4.
On July 6th, USA Today reported that in order to cut labor costs, what airline will ask its pilots for more than $1 billion?
Wrong.
On July 6th, the Archdiocese of what city was forced to file Chapter
5.
On July 1st, what comedian and 80s sitcom star publicly derided the black community, saying
Bill
his
Cosby.
children...
6.
The Richard Linklater-directed film Before Sunset, which opened in theaters July 2nd, is a sequel to what 1995?
Before Sunrise. Stop.
Sheila, you're the winner.
Sheila played the game absolutely superbly.
Sheila's a homegirl. She just nailed him.
She was real social. She was real friendly. I can't say enough about the girl. I'm glad she won.
I'm so proud that she won. The way that she played it, she put herself out there.
I was rooting for Sheila a little bit, but like I love Alice.
I truly believed that I couldn't win because I was intimidated by her.
If you're going to win, you got to pretend that you think you're going to win. At least on the inside. You got to convince yourself that you can win if you want to win.
Sheila, congratulations. You are the winner. Thank you for your participation. We'll see you later on in the summer for Game 8, when you'll have the chance to win $777,000. If you want to be a player on Studio 7, go to Studio 7 on the WB.com for more information.
Fear the game.
Next Thursday, there's no mercy on a fresh Studio 7.
If you help me out, I can help you out later, like we said we would.
We never really said we would.
Studio 7, next Thursday on the WB.